Hey everybody, it's Dan. Name of my channel is Numerical Lion. I used to have a program on BCTV which is local cable access television, called Gematria Today. And I'm hoping some of those people come over to my YouTube channel because I did have some followers there, and I had to stop doing the show because of scheduling, and also I got a Mac. It's just much easier for me to do it in the privacy of my own house, rather than schedule a time and then edit it. So anyway, my channel, for those that don't know, is about the practice of gematria or gematria, or however you pronounce it, and how it's encoded into our reality, and I'm revealing the false reality in which we live in. Everything is coded. What gematria or gematria is, according to Wikipedia, is an alphanumeric code of assigning a numerical value to a name, word, or phrase based on its letters. People who practice gematria or gematria believe that words with identical numerical values may bear some relation to each other or to the number itself. Love how they say may, right? They don't want to be on the fence. I'm sorry, they don't want to be too far over the fence. They want to be neutral. Look at this as this is an ancient occult mystical practice that still goes on today. And I think of 9/11, September 11th. That was a numerical ritual, an emergency on 911. Flight 11 hit one of the towers. What are the odds? And the towers look like giant 11s. Well, that's the country, the world in which we live in. It's run by people who practice this code. They're called the Cabal. The Cabal from Kabbalah, Gematria from Kabbalah. That's what's going on here. So check out this story. All these stories in the media, doesn't matter if it's sports or news or entertainment, it's all done by this code of letters and numbers. And for those that are new to this, there's a great calculator called gematrinator.com, where if you put in a letter, it'll give you a numerical value, and especially if you have autocorrect, it'll really mess with your head. So A is 26 in reverse and 1 in English ordinal. So it's simple as A is 1, B is 2, Z is 26. Then there's something called which we can get out of this here, called the rules of numerology. They call it full reduction. They call it the purest cipher. You could just do a lot of decoding with these two ciphers, but the reverse and the reverse reduction really open up a lot of things. So reverse is when the alphabet has been reversed. As you can see, A is 26, Z is 1. First reduction means that A is 8. Everything is reduced down to a single digit. So instead of 26, A is 8, and so forth throughout the alphabet. Full reduction means the same thing or Z would be 8 instead of 26. So that's the basics. So getting back to this story here, just a crazy story, OBJ, right? These stars are relegated to one name, Magic, Larry, Michael, LeBron, like we know them. OBJ plans to keep wearing 190K watch in games. And just think of that. There's an athlete or a football player playing wide receiver that has to have a watch on him at all times. I mean, if you read the article, it's really kind of crazy. Cleveland Browns star. Look, they're calling him a star. Why is he a star? Because the media has made him a star. That is why. He said, Odell Beckham Jr. said that he still plans to wear in games. The luxury watch that he sported in the season opener against the Tennessee Titans. And everything is coded right on down to the timestamp, 1:16 p.m. And this video, which is 1:32, and I'll show you why. I'll still be wearing it, Beckham said Tuesday, the same way I wear it every day I go to practice. When I go here, I go there, been wearing it. Take a shower with it. It's just on me. And it's probably not good for you to wear a watch so often. You know, it restricts your blood flow. It causes an indentation in your skin, and if you wear it all the time, like it could come a part of you. I mean, it's just crazy. And then you're on the football field wearing a watch, getting tackled. There's his watch right there. I don't know if you can make it out. He wears number 13, very significant number. There he is. Wear a watch onto the field. So NFL spokesman Michael Signora said earlier in the week that while the league has no rules prohibiting jewelry, why doesn't it have rules? I mean, come on. You can get hurt. If you're playing an athletic contest and somebody catches their hand in your necklace or something, you could get hurt. They could get hurt. Why don't they have rules prohibiting jewelry? It doesn't make sense, but it does have a policy prohibiting hard objects. Right? He also said the league would address the matter with Beckham and the Browns, who play at the New York Jets next Monday night. So that's when they'll be playing in prime time. This is all just theater, Here we have this star player, right? And he's weird. He's quirky. Check out a picture of him. There he is with the colorful hair and always making headlines. Used to be with the New York Giants. It's all about making headlines. So let's get into the decode a little bit. And I'll show you some things that really, here's a picture of him. He's a star in this league, right? Why? Because they made him a star. Odell Cornelius Beckham Jr., born November 5th. He's 5'11". He's 26. This is all part of the narrative, even down to his height. So he was born on 11/5 on the 309th day of the year with 56 left. And it's all interesting. So this is such a crazy story. A star football player with a watch on all the time, even when he showers. What a brand he's creating. Eccentric, quirky rebel, right? Look at this guy. He's different. That's what it's all about. So from his birthday to this is 56 days. You see right here, also 8 weeks. That is also interesting. And I'll show you why. 56 is interesting because he was born with 56 days left in the year. 56 is like his number. 56 days before his 27th birthday. 27 is interesting because we're talking about the Browns. Brown is 27. He is a Brown. His name is OBJ. OBJ. Oops, let's do it right here. OBJ 27, right? 18, if you saw in his birth numerology, it was 108. That's 18. All these numbers are significant. And there's something called the Francis Bacon cipher, where you just add, what do? You add 26 to each letter. So instead of O being, see if I can see this. So instead of O being 15, it's 41. You add 26 to it. B would be 28. J would be 36. You add it up, it's 105, which is basically 15. And I'll show you why that's interesting later on. There's so much to decode in this. So Odell Beckham, also 56. 56 days from this incident to his birthday. And 5 and 6 is 11. He's going up against the NFL. 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 110 in Francis Bacon, which is 11. Also 13. What number does Mr. Beckham wear? 13. That number, very special number to the gang. So 56 days and born with 56 days left in the year. And Odell Beckham equals 56. Well, that makes me think of all-seeing eye. All-seeing eye, 56. Thing that you see on your money. The capstone of the pyramid. The 13 Illuminati families. Odell Beckham wears 13. It's all about a watch. You watch with your eye, right? You're watching with an eye. And who wants to know the time all the time, right? Is that why he wears the watch? Is it about time? Time, 47, that number. 47, the 15th prime. Getting back to what OBJ 105, right? Time, 15 as well. Relationship also 61 and 25. I'll show you why these numbers are interesting later on. Browns, I think, equals 61. Browns. Or it's Cleveland Browns. One of the two. Cleveland Browns, 61. Right? Just like time, 61. We're talking about a watch. Also look at the 169. 169, the square root of 169 is 13. He wears number 13. So also Odell Beckham, 119. This makes me think of 9/11. This story posted on 9/10, the day before September 11th or 9/11, right? 119 is 911 in reverse, the reflection thereof. And we're talking about Odell Beckham, who used to play for New York Giants, right? New York 33, Cleveland 33. Look at Cleveland. So Cleveland 33, also 78. New York 33 and 78. There's a link between these two cities, 33 and 78. So Odell Beckham, 119, and All Seeing Eye. Another link to All Seeing Eye, 119. And there's another link as well. I'll show you that a little bit later. So also All Seeing Eye is 61. Cleveland Browns, 61. Remember, we saw that? All Seeing Eye. I apologize for the all caps, but it's interesting. All Seeing Eye, 61. Also look at this 205, right? 205 is 25, and time is 25. It's all about time. He's wearing a watch. What are watches about? Watches are about time. I want to know what the time is all the time. What's the time? He said the watch is plastic. Look at the overlay between watch and plastic. Plastic 80, watch 80. Plastic 26, watch 26. Watch 19, plastic 109, which is 19. And I'll talk about the 35 and the 20 and the 46 in a second here. So the watch is worth 190,000, they say. That's the article, right? Where does it say? 190,000. And he's going to play the Jets next. The other New York team, right? The other 130. 190, which is 19. And if you look upside down, it's 61. Right? 61. 19 is 91 as well. The reflection of 19 is 91. 91, the 13th triangular number. He wears 13. I mean, this riddle is deep. Check out 91. 91, the 13th triangular number. And what that means is 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. If you do it 13 times, it equals 91. And look, it's 7 times 13, that number. Again, you know, we're seeing over and over again 13 being coded on this. So today's 9-1, 9-10 or 10-9, like 109, like plastic, like 19. It's 19 is 61 upside down, right? Talking about time. Browns is 91. Odell Beckham is 91. Let's look at that. Browns 91. Also 35. Odell Beckham. 91 as well. Also 233, which is the 13th Fibonacci number, getting back to 13 again. Also the 51st prime, right? 51, 15, the reflection of 15 is 51. 91, the reflection of 19. So he paid $190K for it. If you write out $190K, it equals 26. Just like plastic and watch. And Odell Beckham 46, plastic 46, plastic 35. Where did I have the 35 before? I got this from this. Here we go. So, in another story, the New York Post says it's a $350,000 watch. Quite the discrepancy. 190 and 350, right? That's a $16,000 discrepancy. Or not 16, that's a $160,000 discrepancy, which is basically 16. He was born on 11/5 or 16, right? It's got 16 numerology. If you write out 16, it equals 33. It's that number, 16. 33, right there. See that? So this is a real interwoven riddle here. God is 55 and 26. The powers that be or shouldn't be, they think they're God. Look at God. God. 55 and 26 here in reverse. 26 they call the God number. 26 letters in the alphabet. Why? Pick up Zachary K. Hubbard's book called Numbers and Letters. So anyway, so Browns also equals 35. That was the 35. Browns 35, just like, $35,000 watch, $350,000 watch supposedly in reverse. Also 71, the reflection of 17, God. So what else? Well, look at his full name, Odell Cornelius Beckham Jr. See some familiar numbers here. 106, like 16, like he was born with 16 numerology. Links with 33. 250, like 25. I'll get into that. 115, like he was born on 11/5. 137, like the 33rd. 137, the 33rd prime. So let's get into that here. Oh, we gotta close that out. So yeah, all-seeing eye is 205 or 25. Linked to Odell Cornelius Beckham. Also the 119, as we recall earlier, and the 56 linked to him. 106 is 16. Like I mentioned, born with 16 numerology. Um, he also is listed at 5'11". I thought that was humorous. Born on 11/5 and listed as 5'11". Yeah, he's 5'11". Um, you just want to get into everything now. Everything's coded, huh? Baton Rouge, right? Baton Rouge. That's where he's from. 53, the 16th prime, right? Also the reflection of 35, like Browns. Also 46, like what do we have 46 as? 46 like Odell Beckham 46. Funny, he's from Baton Rouge, you know? And I think plastic. Oops, wrong button. Plastic 46. So there's so many numbers here involved. Remember, it was 8 weeks from his birthday, and what? Plastic 80 or 8, watch 80 or 8. These numbers add up to 8. 3 and 5 is 8. 2 and 6 is 8. So, Odell Beckham 46, plastic 46. So 398 is interesting because 398 is 199 times 2. And 199 is the 46th prime. Odell Beckham 46, plastic 46. That's why that is interesting. All these numbers count here in this riddle. He's from Louisiana State University. We put that in there. Or LSU. Let's put in LSU, shall we? LSU. Look at that, 130 in Francis Bacon. He wears number 13. LSU 52. 13 times 4 is 52. How about Louisiana? Louisiana. Oops, you gotta spell it correctly. Louisiana. Louisiana 101, 26 prime. He's 26 right now. Watch 26, plastic 26, God number. It's also 11, like the NFL. He's taking on the NFL. It's also 61, that number we were talking about before. 61, related to time. Louisiana State, that fifth university. And it seems like we should be doing everything in full caps and using Francis Bacon because that's how they write your name. If you're looked at as a corporation and everything is in all caps. So anyway, look at this. 103 like 13, Louisiana State University. Also like OBJ is 27, 103 the 27th prime. He's going to be 27, 56 days before he turns 27. 27 a ritual number. Also, if you wheel out the S exception, where S is 10, it's 130 or 13. Louisiana State University. And he wears number 13. Born and bred to be, no doubt. Even at 309th day, that's 13 times 3. Right? There's just 13 in everything that this guy does. So this clip is a minute 32. Show you in a little bit. And 116. Let's get into why 116 is interesting. The name of his watch, they tell you, is a Richard Mill timepiece. And if you put that in the calculator, that equals 116. The story was dated at 116. It's about his timepiece called the Richard Mill timepiece, right? And 116 kind of looks like 9/11 upside down. If you just turn it upside down, it looks like 9/11. Also, 127 is interesting because he was born on a day with 127 numerology. 11 plus 5 plus 92 plus 19 is 127. Also, the 37, born on a day with 37 numerology. And look, in reverse, 370, which is 37. And the story came out on a day with 31 numerology, 127, the 31st prime, 31, the reflection of 13. This is turning into a longer video than I thought, but there's so much here to decode. You know, there's a lot here to decode. And then I looked how long this was from the Super Bowl. And it's 20 weeks and 5 days, like all seeing eye, like time is 25. We're talking about a watch, you know? So what we're talking about here, it's 145 days. Look, the Super Bowl's on a day with 33, it's the 33rd day of the year. You know? Isn't that interesting? So that's about all it. Does that even make sense? That is it. Thank you for supporting. The name of my channel is Numerical Lion. You can find me on Facebook. I have a radio show called Buttermilk. And this is what I look like. It's on Tuesday night. Thanks so much for supporting. Please subscribe to my channel and like it. Thank you.